Hello, I'm Maula. I'm from SMA and Pandaan. I will tell you the story about the ungrateful Vincents. The ungrateful Vincents. We never know about the desert. Is it just a place or a miracle and a meaningful place? If you have no idea, now I will tell you the story about it. A long time ago, in the 19th century, there was a country called Ireland, whose territory had different climates. The north of the country was dominated by savanna, the south was dominated by icebergs, the west was dominated by trees, and the east was dominated by desert. In a village in the western area, there was a market that sold various types of goods like fruits, bread, handicrafts, and others. There was a man named Vincent. In the past, he could be said to be poor because of the food, clothing, and the shelter that was practically unfit. Now, his life began to change because he became the Mr. Thompson's worker, one of the successful bakery sellers. Wilson had been working at the Mr. Thompson's warehouse for a long time since Mr. Thompson asked him to. However, he felt that his salary was not enough. He became greedy and wanted more and more. He even planned about leaving the job. Day by day, he passed with a feeling of indecision. One day, when he was working, an old woman came in, looking at Winston's slightly gloomy face. The old woman wondered, and Winston expressed his greediness. After telling her everything, the old woman tried to remind him, but Winston didn't hear it at all. The old woman then said, Mr. Winston, have you heard the story about King Ahmad? King Ahmad isn't just a myth. Seriously, you must be joking. He has a relic in the easternmost area of the eastern region. There was a cave full by gold left by him. Wilson was surprised and blinded by all at sudden. Wow, this is what I need. I can get this quickly without having to work. With enthusiasm, he told Mr. Thompson that he wanted to stop working with him. At first, Mr. Thompson didn't know it. However, he couldn't for some months, right? After getting the permissions, Vincent went to his neighbor's house to rent a horse to travel to the east. He also started his journey to the easternmost area of the eastern region. He was so excited. He thought that his life was about to change. He visited every cave that he could find at the desert for a couple days. His spirit slowly washed away by the heat of the sun. He also getting lack of food supplies. Day by day, all he found was just disappointment. Do you know what happened? He only found a vast expanse of desert. He began to realize that he had been tricked by the old woman. So he rushed back to the western. She wanted to know who the old woman was and why she lied to him. As he arrived, he immediately met the old woman and firstly asked for an explanation. The old woman, who claimed herself as an orphanage caretaker, and telling him that in the wide and the empty desert there was nothing, just like Vincent's mind and heart. That he was greedy and wanted more and more. His life was enough, but He was ungrateful. Hearing that, Vincent cried while remembering all his faults. He also realized that Mr. Thompson was already kind to him to give him a proper job. He tried to fix his fault by asking to Mr. Thompson that he wanted to work again. Luckily, he was allowed and he worked even harder than before. That was gratitude. That was a form of his gratitude. So, guys, being grateful is the key to happiness. Is it a choice? Is it something that we need to start from now on? Thank you.